Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while since our last video, so I wanted to take a second and just give you an update on what we're doing. We have a few weeks before we head back to Kansas, and our plan for this trip, since it's going to be January, is going to be getting, of course, the stove piped in. That's the first thing we have to do. Second thing we're going to work on is building the door for between well, let me back up. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself. So our biggest thing we need to establish before May is going to be a bathroom. We need to get living things situated. What are the systems in place? I've talked about that before in previous videos. What are the things that we have to have? And when you go off grid, you realize really quickly that you need certain things that you're used to living with. I mean, there's no other way around it. I mean, you can get along with, going a couple days without a shower, but when you're hardworking, like cutting wood, digging holes, things like that, a shower is something that you absolutely must have and you need daily. The people that you're working with aren't going to be around you very much if you start to get too ripe. So a bathroom was like our first thing. As a woman, I kind of can rough it for a little while, but there are certain times I have to have a bathroom. It's just that simple. Hygiene wise, I just feel like there's certain things that I particularly need. So I'm gonna make sure those things are in place. With that being said, after Joe pipes in the stove, the next thing we're gonna focus on is getting a bathroom. Now the tiny house is 12 by 36. So putting a bathroom in, you're taking up living space, and there are my parents and Joe and myself that we're trying to make a base camp for. The base camp is for while we're building our other structures, we have a place to crash, eat, take care of ourselves. So now we are pressed okay, we're going to be coming out this time and we're going to be coming out this time. What do we need to get done before we plan on being out there a little more full time? So this is kind of where we're at. We started pricing out the materials for the bathroom, getting the blueprints together, and getting a plan together. So Joe's going to be piping in the stove and focusing on building the bathroom, and I'm going to be completing the wall behind the stove, and getting the stuff ready and prepped, and possibly building the door myself, but making a barn door and hanging the track for in between the two rooms. So we have the baseboards to finish as well. There was only so much we could do without the right tools. So this time we're coming prepared with the tools we need, kind of knowing what our jobs were going to be. The last few times we've gone out there, it was just kind of let's go, let's get what we can done. Now we're really kind of honing in on that time, and so we need to get figured out what we're going to do. That brings us to our next point. A kitchen. How are we cooking? Camping kitchen's cool and all, but that only goes so far when you've got dishes to do and you've got things that you need to take care of, prepping food and things like that. And living out of an ice chest, it's kind of hard. So hand washing station, dishwashing station, that kind of thing needs to be set up. So we've been looking into a sink. We've been looking into what kinds of things we want to build around that. Because I think if Joe builds our cabinets, we're going to save a lot of money in the long run. So that's kind of where we're at. We're getting our plans together, materials together, and I'm getting lots of warm clothes together. So I just wanted to let you all know what our next steps are and how we're proceeding. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And until next time, remember, buy dirt, not diamonds. We'll see you soon.